welcome back. Unless you're new here. And then hello, it's nice to see you or meet you or whatever. Wanted to change it up a little bit. I am still going to do my 3 looks 1 palette challenge on a Morphe palette. This is the Brunch Babe 15B palette from Morphe. I haven't had it all that long, so I have no idea when it was released. So I'm going to try to do 3 looks with this one palette. I'm opening it up for the first time. I have not swatched it. I have not dipped into it. I have not even really looked at it other than when I purchased it. It has a mirror, so I'm going to try not to blind you. That's what the palette looks like. Even though it's got some pinks and a couple warm colors, it's really a very neutral, cool tone palette, which I don't hate. I had 2 mind-blowing things this week. Number 1, if you were watching any of my YouTube videos, maybe not the gun ones, if you're into that, but any of the makeup videos, do not watch it on a 65-inch ultra high-def television. Watch me on a phone or maybe a tablet, but something small where you can't see everything so closely. Revelation number 2 is at Black Friday. I picked up some Kylie cosmetics. One of them is a bronzer. One of them is a blush. My mind was blown when I saw what it actually looked like. Just a quick reminder what I like to do with my 3 looks 1 palette challenge. Can I do 1 daytime? And what I mean by daytime is more of a work appropriate look. Can I quickly leave the house wearing makeup and go to work, look polished, look presentable? Number 2, can I do something fun and I don't know, a little bit maybe more silly, effervescent? And then I want to take it to date night, and can I vamp it up a little bit, you know? Well, we'll see. I am a lady of a certain age. I do have hooded eyes. I have mature eyelids. Please reserve judgment because I am not a makeup artist. The goal is that you guys can look at a palette and either determine if it's going to work for you in a variety of situations. Can you take it traveling? Could you spend a less amount of money and get a good quality? And can you get a lot of use out of it? Those are all questions that I hope to find out, hope to answer. This palette, I've never even swatched before, never dipped into. It will be a surprise. Kind of like what comes out of my mouth when I turn on the camera. Here's what I want to start with. How quickly can I get a work appropriate look done using this palette, starting from, hey, just got out of the shower. Here's the products I'm going to use today in this order so that when I start timing, you can actually see what it is. I'm going to start with this Hangover Too Faced primer. I'm going to jump into my Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. This is relatively new release. I actually really like it. I am in color 260 Cashmere. It says shake well, so I'm gonna do it now so that when I'm timing myself, I don't have to do it. I'm probably gonna also put on the Touch of Pearl. This is in shade, I think it's Moonlight. Yeah, shade Moonlight. I'm gonna use that under my eyes a little bit. I am also going to use, probably use Fenty Beauty. This is in the shade Almond. I'll probably use the Bad Gal Bang. I'm going to use Painterly Pot as my primer. I've got a Morphe Coconut that I'm going to use in my waterline, and I have a Sweet Tea lip pencil. That sounds like fun. I'm going to try the Coconut Kiss lip kit. I also have a very pretty eyeliner pencil. This is kind of a plummy color. It is called Plum. Go figure. Okay, we're ready to do this. I am currently on my phone. I've got a 0 timer right now. The goal is, can I go from nothing to out the door? Because I know we don't have time in the morning, right? So let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead and hit start right now. And it's going. Okay, first up, a little bit of my primer. Oh, it feels good. That does actually feel good. Okay, I'm gonna take my foundation on my sponge. I've got 3 pumps. Probably don't need quite 3 pumps. I should say that I love this foundation more than any other foundation I've tried in a long time. I'm going to use Kylie's bronzer. I picked this up. I don't even know what shade this is in. Tanned and Gorgeous. I picked this up at a Black Friday sale. I'm gonna actually use this to contour. Blush. Anyone else abuse blush as much as I do? I love blush. I feel like I'd be going a lot faster if I wasn't trying to talk. Oh, this lippy, so good. Right, nude neutral, we are good. Okay, dipping into the palette, I'm gonna start with the color Beignet, and then I'm probably gonna put in Tots. So we've got Beignet down here, and I think we've got Tots up here. Yeah, those are the colors I'm gonna use to start with. Ooh, a lot of pigment in there. Eyelids. I feel like I should start over, but yet I also feel like this is reality, where you're starting your day and something goes sideways. Okay, now that I've primed my eyelids, I'm going to go in with Weekend, which is that vanilla kind of shade right there. And I'm going to use that just to set down that primer. Much better. That should make it easier for Beignet to go on top of it and to go into my crease. I've added time onto my thing. I used to be able to pride myself on getting out of the house in like no time at all. And I think as I've gotten into a little bit more into makeup and actually caring more, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I find that's like a creative outlet or something. I'm gonna go back with a little bit more of a Weekend up here. I'm going to use Tots. I feel like that might be a little bit dark for work. A little bit of more of a flat brush. This is a Morphe M167. I am going to go into Bottomless Mimosa, this one right there. That's going to give me a little bit of light to my movable lid. I have one eye that's a little saggy and droopy today. I don't know if I've been eating very well. Okay, so you have hooded eyes and they start to look a little heavy. Pull your eyeshadow up so that it doesn't drag it down. Hey, it's a a little bit better, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna throw on some brown eyeliner, a little tiny bit. I don't like to go too overboard when I go to a business meeting or I'm at work. That's done. Not going to take the time to curl my lashes. I am just going to go in with some mascara. If you are running late for work, don't put on your makeup while you're driving. Wait until you get into the parking lot or do it during break. Okay, my makeup is done. I'm going to put on some of this spray. Oh, it's kind of an aggressive spray. Smells good though. And am I ready to leave the house? 13 minutes. 13 minutes, 10 seconds, and I just turned it off. 13 minutes and 10 seconds is what it took me to do this. Do I think I could have done it in under 10 minutes? Probably. I probably could have done this in under 10 minutes. Do I need the primer? Nah, if I'm gonna leave my makeup on all day, yeah. Actually, I think I probably would need the primer. I do need the setting spray. I did not do anything with my eyebrows, which I don't know that you need to. For me, I always need something on my lips. Always need a bit of a contour or a blush. I don't mind this. I did use 3 different eyeshadows. Did I need, look a little closer. Can you see them? Do I need 3 different eyeshadows? Probably not. I probably could have gotten away with really 1 or 2. 1 all over the lid up to just above my crease. Probably would have been completely appropriate. Could have done that. Could have saved some time. Probably could have done it in under 10 minutes. I think so. Okay, so I wanted to show you something before I forgot. This was my mind-blowing thing. Okay, this Kylie blush that I got on Black Friday at Ulta. It was $10. They're normally I think $20. And I know these are just ColourPop formulas. The eyeshadows and the blush I think is all made by ColourPop. I heard. I don't have the tea. I don't know. I'm not in that community. But I heard it was just ColourPop, and I probably could look into a little bit more. It is branded Kylie Cosmetics though. This is in the color Kitten Baby. And when I saw it on the back, I'm like, oh, that's kind of a peachy, apricot-y, maybe not apricot, but definitely a peachy color. Thought it was pretty on the box and in the package. And then I opened it up and it looks like that. And I don't know if my camera is going to do it justice, but this is like the palest color you could possibly imagine in a blush. And it has like this yellow undertone to it. And I was like, there's no way I can wear that. I literally took it out of the box. I swatched it like I'm doing right now. I'm going to swatch this for you. Oh, I'm going to go on it twice. I'm going to go on it 3 times. I swatched it. I don't even know if you can see that. And the first time I swatched it, I'm going to put 1 stroke next to it. So I've got 2 that are there. You can see them. When I first swatched it, I'm like, oh, that's like a sherbet pale. I don't know what to do with that. Put it back in the box and put it in the drawer. And I'm like, well, that was a waste of $10. Maybe I'll give it to somebody. And then the other day I pulled it out and I was like, I'm going to try it. And I went, that's actually a pretty color. And since I like nudes for work, I found my new favorite blush. I don't even know it's my favorite blush, but it's I think a pretty blush. Look number 2. You get off work, your makeup looks relatively like this because, hey, you were at work, and your significant other says, hey, let's go to a friend's house, or we're gonna go out, or we're gonna go do something. Okay, so how do you take this and bump it up to more of a nighttime look? I think I'm gonna use, I like to kind of vamp it up a little bit. I'm gonna use these 3 right here to really go darker, to take my neutral daytime look and go more of a neutral but vampier look. So I'm going to use Waffles probably on my movable lid. I'm going to use Patio, kind of deepen up my crease, and then I'm going to use Black Coffee to really kind of go bold. So we are going for the drama, and not like drama in a bad way, but like, well, you know, eyeshadow drama that doesn't involve liquid eyeliner and Rogue mascara. palette, obviously the easier it is. This is kind of a mid-size palette. It's not a mini palette where there's, you know, 4 or 5 shades. It is not one of the big full-size palettes, like a 30 shade or more. This is a 15 shade palette, and so far so good. I'm not having any issues with these at all. I'm going to that black coffee now because I want to kind of smudge out my eyelash line here. I'm going to go in with a little bit of whipped cream, which is like this frost right here. Mascara. Okay, the only thing I really want to do that I didn't do earlier with my daytime look is do something with my brows. What do you think? Is that a good date night? Vamp it up a little bit, take it a little bit more exotic from daytime to date time. Come a little bit closer so you can see. I think that's just a simple, easy way to really kick it up. Didn't take too terribly long, and that means I'm ready to go out the door. Okay, I'm back. All right, so sometimes on a weekend, you have a little bit more time to, I don't know, have fun a little bit. You're not quite in the rush to get to work. Things don't have to be all crazy all the time, right? I want to do something a little bit more kind of rosy fun for just a weekend. Just a, not a date, not work, just for the joy of putting on makeup, the art of makeup. Okay, so I'm going to use pretty much ones from the middle row here, these kind of pinks. I like that color. I might use one of the browns and the cooler tone browns, but I like the lighter colors. There's a real pale pink shimmer. I'm just going to use some of these. I'm going to start with, I'm actually going to do a transition shade first. I'm going to go back and use, I think it's Reso or Peso? I use Peso. I don't have my reading glasses on. So we're going to use one of these shades as a kind of a transition shade. Okay, not being zoomed in anymore, right? Like this is an okay distance. I'm going to use Parfait to take this to a whole nother level. And just so you guys know, there's a lot of like fallout around this. It doesn't really bother me. It just means that they're not as densely packed, the eyeshadows. And I don't think it really affects the formula so far as I'm concerned. You just have to make sure that when you put it on, you know, you tap it off. Going in with Bellini on the movable part of my lid. I'm gonna wet this down because I want it to be a little bit more bold. Bad boy needs to be blended. We are gonna take Patio. I'm gonna use a plum gel eyeliner. I'm gonna use Squad. And I think I want to take Donuts. Okay guys, what do you think? I think it's kind of a pretty fresh look for kicking around town over the weekend. I think it's okay, right? What do you think? Coming close. Okay, you guys, my battery's about dead. The question was, could I come up with 3 looks with one palette? A work appropriate look, a daytime fun weekend look, and a date night look. I think I did. I think this actually is a win. I didn't work too hard on it. It didn't take me very long to film this video actually even. I did get a lot of kick up and fallout from this palette. Sometimes that happens. I'm not mad about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like, please subscribe, please follow me on Instagram, Shelly Tsunami, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.